automatically, as my congestion grew wider, I started losing my sense of smell until it was literally bare. Like I could not smell anything, I could not taste anything. Guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. When I was born, I was diagnosed with a visual impairment, so a lot of my videos revolve around being blind, legal blindness, and also just my life in general. So for this video, we're gonna get a little sensitive. I actually am going to talk about my experience as it's happening with COVID-19. I tested positive for coronavirus probably, I'm gonna say it was like 12 days ago. Yeah, around there, as I'm filming this video. I've tested twice, both times have come back positive so far. I'm gonna test again on the 18th of January. So right now it is January 12th and I'm gonna be filming this video in the time span between now and then to hopefully, come back negative the next time. So it started off with my brother. He started having fever, losing his sense of smell. We originally thought it was just a regular cold or like a flu. And then my aunt started having the same symptoms. And then my dad. I feel like my family was in denial that it could have been COVID at first, until my dad was the most severe case in the family, where my dad, like, his fever was so severe that it started causing him to lose like sense of balance and things like that. He said that like things were falling out of his hands. He was literally sleeping all day. He never lost his sense of smell, but his case was severe in the sense that he was feeling a lot of body pain, a lot of disorientation, and fever. Eventually, after seeing those patterns, my family was like, all right, that's it. Like, there's too many things going on. We're gonna all go together and get tested for COVID. Just a quick clarification. We have tested twice, and I forgot to mention that the first time around, my dad did come out positive. So we are certain that he did have the virus for sure. They did come out positive the first time, and then the second time around, they came out negative, but then my cousin and I came out positive. The first question I get from so many people that find out is like, oh my God, are you okay? Can you breathe? Are your lungs fine? And I'm like, I'm fine. Like, we never had anything to do with our lungs or with like not being able to breathe. Obviously, a virus is gonna affect everyone differently. My dad, as I've said before, had the most severe symptoms. I, on the other hand, have never had fever. The only thing that I remember when I started was a lot of dry cough. So much so that it started hurting my chest. I started having to take like cough suppressants and stuff, but then it got down to my nose. Like, I think from everything that I'm gonna say to you guys today and talk about, my nose and like being able to breathe from my nose has been the most annoying and just long-lasting part of the whole ordeal that I've had to go through. It got to the point where I had to start using a nasal inhaler. Definitely, I've never experienced something that bad in my life because I've never had so much congestion. Like, I've experienced congestion before through other colds, but this has just been 10 times worse. Like, this is triple the amount of congestion that I would have with any other cold. First couple of days were really bad. Like, the congestion was so bad that my eyes would drip tears and tears and tears because of the congestion, and there was nothing I could do about it. And it was like this on and on thing where I couldn't sleep. I like spent an entire night just cleaning my eyes out nonstop, so it was really annoying. Another really uncomfortable factor is loss of smell and taste. I completely lost my sense of smell probably on the first 2 days of feeling symptomatic. I started having like a little bit of headache, and then, like I said, a lot of cough. And then automatically, as my congestion grew wider, I started losing my sense of smell until it was literally bare. Like, I could not smell anything, I could not taste anything. Probably a week and a half after losing it completely, I sort of recover a little bit, but guys, it's so mild. I would say like 10% of my sense of smell and taste are back. Oh yeah, another big part that I've noticed is fatigue and how this virus has affected my stomach, and something that my dad also said happened to him when I spoke to him. It feels so weird because I feel like I'm hungry, I feel fatigued, and then when I have food in front of me, I literally take 2 bites of whatever it is I'm eating, and all of a sudden I start feeling nauseous. And it's such a confusing feeling because I'm not enjoying my meals at all, because the entire time that I'm eating, I'm pretty much forcefully eating. So it's been really confusing. Right now I feel like I'm going through the final stages of having COVID because it's been a while. This right here is my inhaler. I don't know if you guys can see the brand. This is what I'm using to keep myself from not being able to breathe. So this is my cousin who also has COVID right now. We're 2 of a kind, people.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so it's really early in the morning. It's about 7:45. So that's why I'm being so quiet, but I wanted to document this to show you guys what my congestion can get like in the morning. So this is not necessarily as bad as it's been before, but yeah, this is what it's like for me. And I woke up as I do many mornings because it's hard for me to sleep properly, because I can't breathe. By far, one of the greatest challenges I've experienced is having to let go of this. Every single day I drink at least 2 cups of coffee. As I've said, my stomach is so sensitive that every time I try to drink coffee, probably a couple days ago, and it just didn't work out. My stomach automatically like just rejected it completely. So I've had to switch coffee to green tea. That's what I've been drinking. It's been hard, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Through this process, everyone around here has literally just been taking these regular cold/flu medications, the regular over-the-counter medications. So this is one, I don't even know how to pronounce it. This is something I take every day, and then also this one every day, Mucinex. This one is so good for cough. This is really helping my cough be stable.
1 week later.
Hey guys! Okay, so the current date is January 21st. And it is about 10 in the morning, and we are heading out. My cousin and I, we're gonna go and get our COVID exam once again, so I am really nervous, really hoping to come out negative. We won't know the results until tomorrow, but I'm still gonna take you guys with us. Hey guys! Alright, so it is currently the next day. I'm not sure when this video is going to come up, hopefully around this time frame, but we did get our test results and we did come out negative, thankfully, as we were expecting and hoping. So we officially don't have the virus anymore in our system. However, I will say though, even though we may have tested negative, symptoms still remain in your system afterwards. For example, my aunt and I still can't smell completely. I'd say I have about 50% of sense of smell and taste, but that's about it. Another thing I'm dealing with is also a little bit of congestion still, not nearly as much as before, but definitely still there. I was finally able to implement caffeine back into my life, started drinking coffee again. My stomach isn't as sensitive as it used to be, that's for sure, and that's also a great thing. You can still have some symptoms lingering in your body, in your system after having a negative result from coronavirus. So yeah guys, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna wrap it up now. If you have any questions, any comments, feel free to leave them down below. I'm gonna leave my Instagram if any of you want to DM me privately. I hope this video was helpful to show you what the reality of the virus is. According to statistics anyway, just so you know, 80% of cases with COVID are mild. That's what I was told over the phone when I was called by Florida's health department to ask about my experience with COVID. So he did tell me that most of these cases were mild anyway. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be talking to you soon. Bye!